On July the 24th, the Russian army shelled a school in Kropyvnytskyi. In addition, a school in Bakhmut came under fire, where 1,045 children went before the all-out Russian invasion. The central building is destroyed, where classrooms were. 1 out of 4 units for the primary school is destroyed, and 3 units are damaged. The watchwoman was inside, but she was not hurt. Over the 4 months, the Russian army has destroyed 12 educational facilities in Bakhmut territorial community. About 5 a.m. on July the 24th, a Russian missile struck the outskirts in Kharkivska community and destroyed a detached house. Siversk, Mariinka and Krasnohorivka continue to be shelled. In Donetsk sector, the Ukrainian armed forces are strengthening their positions and are prepared to face the enemy. They are in a foreign land and have more fear than we do. I guess everyone understands it. We are at home and we make them understand in every way who is the master here. Volunteers and law enforcement officers deliver humanitarian aid to municipalities in Donetsk region. In Dobropilya, the police brought food to lonely elderly people and families with many children. Hi there. Hello, son. I put the food in the kitchen. Come take a look. Thank you, son. Evacuation of people from Donetsk region is ongoing. The rescuers from Donetsk region have recently helped 657 people to leave Pokrovsk on an evacuation train. On July the 23rd, the Russians attacked Odesa commercial seaport with Kaliber-type cruise missiles. The port stores grain that is to be exported. South Operational Command reported that 2 missiles had been shot down by the Air Defense Force and 2 missiles hit the port infrastructure. According to Natalia Humenyuk, chairwoman of the Coordination Press Center of the South Defense, the missile strike caused fire in the port, which was soon extinguished by firefighters. The blast wave damaged nearby buildings. The grain storage itself was not hit, she said. It is obvious that the enemy targeted Odessa commercial seaport. 4 Kaliber missiles were launched in this very direction. As a consequence of 2 missiles hitting the port of Odessa, windows in the nearby business center were broken out by the blast wave. The ground is covered with shattered glass. The guard MYKOLAIV came to remove them. He was inside at the moment of the strike. He is not injured. It was unexpected. What else can I say? That strike was a shock for people. They started panicking a bit. I was inside at that moment. Later I came out and other people also started coming down from the upper floors. Inna Kucherenko works in a post office next to the port. She said she was hiding in the corridor during the blasts. We heard a whistle. People took their parcels and made towards the exit when it blasted. We shut the door quickly and together with the clients ran to the corridor. We stood and waited for what would happen next. We heard a few very loud blasts. Everything trembled. Windows, doors. A window pane was broken out on the 2nd floor in our building. We stood and feared and waited when everything would end. We went outside after the alert was over, removed the glass on the street and found a missile fragment that flew to us. It was next to the porch. About 5 a.m. on July the 23rd, the Russian military launched 13 missiles on Kirovohrad region, said Andriy Raikovich, the head of the regional military administration. They hit Kanatovo military airfield and one of the railway facilities. The barrage ruined 1 building and had the windows broken out in 4 high-rises and a school. For the shelling period, my family and I were hiding in the basement, where we got blocked. This cabinet and this entire wall fell down upon us. That's how we were hiding here. A small basement, but the 3 of us sat here, and that saved our lives. I heard the glass breaking. I was inside my apartment. The glass was broken, and that's it. Our janitor took her broom and cleaned everything up. I have a corner apartment. When Kanatovo was pounded for the first time, my bed was rocking from side to side. Oleksandr Starukh, the head of the Zaporizhzhia Regional Military Administration, announced that on July the 24th, the Russian armed forces began shelling the Novooleksandrivka amalgamated hromada of the Zaporizhzhia region. As a result of the shelling, no one was injured or wounded. Residential buildings and infrastructure objects were destroyed. An agricultural company in the village of Yulivka was damaged, Oleksandr Starukh informed. He also added that rescuers of the State Emergency Service quickly localized the fires. On the morning of July the 23rd, 3 explosions rang out in Kharkiv. It is known that one person was injured as a result of Russian ammunition hitting the city, Igor Terechov, Kharkiv mayor, said. Several strong hits were in the central part. One person is known to be injured. State emergency services are already working, Terechov said. According to the spokesman of the Kharkiv Regional Prosecutor's Office, Dmytro Chubenko, the Russian ammunition hit a 2-story residential building. A man was injured. His condition is satisfactory. The building is almost completely destroyed. According to preliminary information, there is no one under the rubble. There are no casualties, he said. According to Chubenko, a woman lives in the house with her husband. She was not injured. The State Emergency Services of Kharkiv region reported that doctors on the spot provided first aid to the injured man. The man refused hospitalization. Another Russian projectile hit the yard of one of the higher educational institutions in the Kyiv district of the city. The windows of the building are damaged. The fence is partially destroyed. According to the State Emergency Service, the Russian military fired artillery strikes. On the night of July the 25th, the Russian army shelled civilian objects in Chuhuiv. According to the Kharkiv region police, 2 people were injured. 3 more are under the rubble, Serhiy Bolvinov, the head of the investigative department of the National Police of the Kharkiv region, said. The district cultural center, where civilians were hiding from shelling in the basement, the officer's house and the lyceum, where no one was, were destroyed. Residential buildings were also damaged and there were hits in the ground. Some missiles were shot down by the armed forces of Ukraine. According to preliminary information, the attack was carried out by S-300 anti-aircraft missile systems, he wrote. According to Oleksiy Nehubov, the head of the Kharkiv Regional Military Administration, rescuers freed 3 people from one of the destroyed premises without injuries. As specified in the press service of the Regional Military Administration, it is a woman and 2 men. The search for 3 more people continues. On the night of July the 25th, the Russian troops struck the Nikopol, Dnipro and Kryvyi Rih districts. They were fired upon with multiple rocket launchers. Hits are reported. A 10-year-old girl was injured. There was a fire into hangars, Mr. Reznichenko, the head of Dnipropetrovsk Regional Military Administration, said. In the evening of July the 23rd, MYKOLAIV was shelled again. Alexander Sienkiewicz, MYKOLAIV city mayor, told about 2 wounded, among them a 16-year-old teenager. Private houses were damaged and destroyed as a result of attacks by Kaliber-type missiles. Tamara and her family were in one of them at the time of the hit. 2 of the 4 missiles hit in Tamara's yard. All residents survived, however, they have nowhere to live. I was given a gift yesterday for my birthday. I turned 61 on the day of the hit. I'm in ruins now, a gift for a lifetime. On July the 24th, the Russian military hit the territories of several private enterprises, and a fire broke out at one of them. More than 5 powerful explosions thundered in MYKOLAIV after the announcement of the air alert, said the mayor Alexander Sienkiewicz. As a result of shelling of MYKOLAIV by Russian troops, not only people but also animals are injured. Red Cross volunteers retrieved an injured dog from under the rubble of an industrial enterprise. The animal's owners lost their home as a result of the regular shelling of the city, so one of the volunteers took care of the shepherd dog. Now the dog needs care and treatment. It had an oblique fragmentary fracture of the longitudinal pelvic bone on the left side. We put a titanium plate on it, fixed the fracture site, after which its condition is currently assessed as stable. This is not the only case. This is the 3rd animal that we have retrieved from under the rubble, both dogs and cats. Although this is not the work and task of the Red Cross in emergency situation, it is a living being. In this case, the dog had owners, they fortunately survived. Although, considering the fact that they are just looking for a place where they will settle down after what happened, we will take this dog. Pets agreed to keep it and treat its wounds.